Hey everyone, my name is Luke and today we are in a 2011 911 Carrera 997.2. Now this is the facelift of that era and this is the last true 911 DNA car which has the classic looks, but it also has that modern day drivability that you want in a modern classic. So in today's video I'm going to break down why this might be the 911 for you. So this car was the last of the greats before you had huge touchscreens and modern technology getting in the way. This is a pure driver's car. Nothing gets in the way between you and the machine. So under the hood we've got a 3.6 litre naturally aspirated flat six engine that produces 345 horsepower. And you know, there's no turbos to wait for, it's instant power. So this car has 288 pound-feet of torque and runs the 0-60 sprint in just under 5 seconds. So for a car that was built over 10 years ago, this thing really moves. So this car was the first time Porsche produced the PDK gearbox, which is now, world renowned for being the best automatic gearbox you can get in any car. But I'm glad that the owner who bought this car new spec'd it with a 6-speed manual. Having a manual transmission is something that's really dying out. We just don't have it anymore. So I really think a car like this with a manual gearbox is really going to appreciate in value, because as we end up all having to drive electric cars with no soul, people will be really missing this feeling of rowing the gears in a proper car. So this manual transmission is a 6-speed box and it is so smooth, it's so easy and precise. What a short throw, and you can rev match it beautifully when you're coming into the corners. This car has a top speed of 179 miles an hour. Now obviously, where are you really going to do that? But that's not the point, it's knowing you can do it. So this car handles beautifully because it has hydraulic steering. You get all that real natural feedback through the steering wheel that makes it so easy to just point and go on the roads. You have all that confidence, but remember, this car is a rear engine car, so it can step out on you if you let out in a corner, because over 60% of the weight is over that rear axle. You may have seen I reviewed a Porsche Boxster in the past, and that is a mid-engine layout, but this being a rear engine, that is something you have to get used to. So with all that engine weight hanging over the rear axle, you get incredible grip through the rear wheels. This car is connected to you in a way that modern cars just can't compare. This car feels alive and responsive in your hands. It really talks back to you. I just can't get over how much this is a man and machine experience. I love the way you can rev match it into the corners. You just can't go wrong with a Porsche 911, the ultimate sports car. But don't forget, as this car was built in 2011, it still does have a nice blend of modern comfort. You have a touchscreen with this car and has Apple CarPlay installed. It means you can actually use this car on a daily basis, but it doesn't have the annoying computers that get in the way. So what makes this car a 997.2? Well, this is the facelift version. So what that means is you've got new LED looking lights on the back, a slightly redesigned front bumper, and it just makes it look that tiny bit more modern without losing the classic 911 look. Even though this car is over 10 years old, it still turns head, because 911, they've really never changed the design. I know Top Gear always used to make fun of them for just never bothering with the styling, but maybe it's because they just got it right. They didn't need to change it because they already had the perfect formula. Now, reliability is a big thing to consider, especially when you're buying an older, high-performance German car. But the 997.2 really does tick the box. So the 997.1, the pre-facelift, that still used an IMS bearing, which, as we know, the IMS bearing failing and it destroys the engine. It's a complete engine write-off. So if you don't want to have that little niggle in the back of your head that, God, I hope that bearing doesn't go, if you buy a facelift, that's something you don't have to worry about. And this is when Porsche actually started to use direct injection engines. It was the first time they used it in a 997.2. It was the first time Porsche used direct injection. And that just means the engine is so much more alive. Not only does that make the engine more responsive, it gives you better fuel economy as well. But this car, it is a sports car, but it's sort of a grand tourer as well. Because you've got 4 seats compared to a Boxster, which only has 2, it means you can actually, yes, no one really wants to sit back there, but it means you've got the space to put more luggage, or if you've got young kids. I know the owner of this car actually does the school run in it, which means definitely winning Cool Dad of the Year award with that. But by having the extra 2 seats in the back, yes, they're small, but it's useful to have. So what are these cars worth? Well, you can pick them up between 31 to 55 grand in the UK, obviously all depending on mileage, condition, service history, but there are so many different versions you can get. You can get a base Carrera like this, or you can get a Carrera S with a 3.8 litre engine, or you've obviously got the GT ones. So it really just goes to show that, you know, Porsche in this era made a car for any kind of driver. You can have that hardcore track focus version, or you can have more of a country lane destroyer, which this is. So I know no one ever buys these cars for fuel economy, but it's worth mentioning you can actually get between 27 and 29 mpg. Obviously, if you behave, if you do this, it's probably not going to help. But, you know, at least it's not horrific on fuel that it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to drive. And the road tax isn't terrible. It's not in the top band. And yes, it's high insurance, but, you know, it is a Porsche 911. So you are expecting to pay a premium for such a car. By this car being naturally aspirated, you don't have to wait for that turbo lag. It's just instant response. And I think, you know, some cars now are almost too fast for the road. It's license losers within a couple seconds. You know, cars with 1,000 horsepower, it can get out of hand pretty quick. But by having a car like this, which I'm not saying it's slow, it's 345 horsepower is not slow, but it's not ridiculous speed that you can't actually enjoy it. You know, this car, you can really wring out a couple of gears before, you know, you reach those speed limits. So it's just a nice option to have. Actually, there's something to be said about driving a car to its max. Driving a slower car fast is arguably more enjoyable than driving a really fast car slow. So again, it's not slow. I mean, listen to that. Unreal. For under £40,000, there's few cars that can deliver this much of a raw, perfect, oh, listen to those rev matches. It's hard to beat this car at this kind of price. And I just gotta say, get a manual before it's too late. This car has that Porsche pedigree and you can really feel it. It's tuned to just work perfectly through the corners. It corners so flat, the ride isn't uncomfortable, it's not too stiff, it's just right. I love how responsive that throttle response is. It makes downshifting into corners so easy and such a joy. You know, this is a Porsche. You're going to have to expect to have some more expensive builds along the way. But when it makes that noise, do you really care? You know, servicing is never going to be as cheap as a Toyota Camry, is it? But that's not what it's all about. You know, and this car is just in that price range now. It's only going to go up as they get rarer and rarer. So just get one before it's too late. Now, if you have a nice sports car like this, or something that you think is a modern classic that people are going to want, then make sure you get in contact and I'd love to review it. So what's the bottom line? This is the perfect blend of classic 911 DNA, modern car convenience and reliability, while still not being too modern that it takes away from the driving pleasure. This car ticks every box if you're looking for a modern classic that is a great laugh to drive.